Easy, James here, and hopefully you can actually see the video now because I've nipped down to my local B&Q and brought a 100-watt flood lamp. So hopefully my videos will be a lot brighter now and you can see what I'm doing. Anyway, purpose of this video is to answer a lot of people's questions. Loads of people asking me about having dual monitors, and as you'll notice in this video, the lack of. Basically, a lot of people have asked me, questions about it, and also people asking, can I do a tutorial showing you how to set it up, that kind of thing. So what I'll do is I'll answer the questions first, sort of get that out of the way with, and then we'll get down to the technical stuff. I'll show you how to set it all up and that kind of stuff. It's actually not as hard as it sounds. So anyway, first of all, a few questions which I've been asked. I'll just answer those first. Now, the first question which I get asked a lot is people saying if they've got a card in their computer and it's got like a VGA output on it, can they use that and the VGA port that's on board on their motherboard at the same time to do dual monitors? I can't speak today. Well, unfortunately for 99% of motherboards the answer is no. Unless you've got one of these really ultra modern, kind of really expensive boards that support hybrid SLI. Some of them can support having the onboard and a graphics card at the same time. But unfortunately for 99% of boards the answer is no. It's actually disabled by hardware when you put the card in. I have heard of these sort of dodgy drivers that you can download which will unlock that port and enable you to use the onboard port, but I cannot see that they're going to work because the port is physically disabled when you put the card in, so they ain't going to work. So basically the answer to that is no, unfortunately you can't do that. Second question is people asking about the S-Video port on their graphics card. Can they get an S-Video to VGA adapter so they can plug a monitor or a second monitor into the S-Video port? You can, but you really don't want to. Two reasons. One, the quality from S-Video compared to VGA is crap, okay? The maximum resolution is about 480p. So it'd be great for your TV if you just want to stream movies or whatever to your TV. Not very good for computer monitors. The second reason you don't want to do that is because the actual box to convert the signal is actually more expensive than just buying a graphics card that supports dual monitors. So you'd be wasting your time and money, so don't even bother with that. Thirdly, somebody asked about external USB graphics cards. I know what you mean, they're the little boxes that have got a VGA port and you plug it in USB. Asking if they're any good. Well, I have actually used one before and it was pretty good actually. If you're using it just to extend your desktop space and you're not actually using it for gaming or anything like that, they're perfect, they're fine for that, and they're quite cheap as well. Fourth question people ask is it expensive to have dual monitors? Well, yeah, it can be, okay? Obviously if you go out and you're buying like big 24-inch LED backlit HD monitors and a GeForce GTX 295 Black Edition, yeah, cool, that's going to run into like a couple of grand. But if you just want a basic pair of 17-inch LCDs and you just want to extend your desktop space a bit, you're not really into like really sort of high def gaming or that kind of thing, then this can cost you sort of as little as 50 quid basically. Okay, so now all the questions are out of the way, let's get down to how you set up dual monitors. Now what you want to do is first of all is make sure you're not already set for dual monitors. Some motherboards actually have a VGA and a DVI port actually on board, so you can, you're ready to support dual monitors out the box. To be honest, a lot of motherboards are coming with that kind of support these days, so you might already have what you need to have dual monitors. Okay, so if you haven't got dual monitor support all ready to go and you need to get a card, right? That actually isn't such a bad thing because back in the day, cards that supported dual monitors, even a card that just had a DVI slot on the back, was really expensive, phenomenally expensive. These days, however, they're dirt cheap, so that's great. Well, now first of all, before you get a card, you need to work out what card you need to get. Now if you're running a slightly older machine and you've got an AGP, then you need to know exactly what card you need to get for that. So if you want any more information about AGP, I'll bung a video response below and that will tell you all you need to know about AGP, so you can hopefully make the right choice. If you've got a slightly newer machine and you know, your machine's no older than say a few years old, you will probably more than likely have a PCI Express slot. So if you have got that PCI Express, great, excellent, because that means you're ready to go, because you've got a choice of literally thousands of cards on the market at the moment. Now if you're on a budget and you're looking for a card, one that should definitely be at the top of your list is this one, okay? Now I got this from my local Maplins and it cost me 30 quid, okay? It's the Radion HD 4550. Now it's not like absolutely blistering performance for gaming, okay? But it does support dual monitors and it is actually really good considering the price that you pay for this, okay? If you want to check out the specs or anything, I'll bung a link in the description or just Google it or whatever. But the specs are pretty good on this thing for its price, okay? So if you want a budget, here's one you can go for. Now you don't have to, I mean there's obviously a lot of other cheap cards on the market. Okay, so now you've got your card, you want to think about your monitor. Now if you've already got a monitor, you want to preferably try and get another one which matches that one. If you can get the same one, excellent, okay? But one thing I would say, make sure you get one that's the same size and supports the same native resolution. Now, monitors can cost you a lot. If you want a basic 17-inch one like this one, you can go into your local computer shop. New, you can pay sort of, you know, 80 to 150 quid. Obviously, if you want like big HD monitors, you can talk thousands of pounds. But if you want to get a second-hand one, you can pay very little, okay? I went to my local new and used computer shop and got this. It's a Samsung SyncMaster 710V and it cost me 25 quid, okay? 25 quid in the box with cables and the booklet and driver CD and everything. So there you go, you don't have to pay a fortune. You can get these things on eBay. Even check out your local rag. A lot of people are advertising in there, might be selling one in your local area cheap. Give it a go. Well anyway, I'm kind of pushed for time now, so I've got to rush this bit, but I'll quickly show you how to put your card in and everything else and give you a few tips on how to set it up. So first of all, grab your card and you want to get it out of the box. The actual card itself is going to be inside an anti-static bag. Now there's a reason for that, is because these things are really sensitive to static and the human body is actually very good at storing static, so you need to discharge yourself before you even think about opening the bag. Here's a little tip. Get the power lead for your computer and plug it in, but plug it in upside down so only the top ground pin is actually in the socket, okay? And then plug the cord into the back of your computer and now everything's grounded, so you just got to touch the metal case and that's it, you're all grounded. So you can take your card out of the anti-static bag now, and what you need to now do is find the PCI Express port, okay? Now this will only fit in a PCI Express port. You can't really go wrong, this won't fit in any other port. Not only that, like this one, the ports are normally marked and it says PCI Express 16. And then all you got to do is line your card up in the slot and then push it down until you feel it lock into place. You might hear a click, like that. And that's it, and that's locked in. So now what you've got to do is bung a screw in there to hold it in place, but quite handily, this case is toolless, so all I have to do is lock that down and that card is now locked into place. That's it. Okay, so once you've done that, you can put the side on your computer and start connecting it all up. Okay, so we've got the card in, all we've got to do now is connect it up. Now this card has one VGA and one DVI output. Now it's quite common with these cards that have dual monitors. Now I'm using two VGA monitors, so one of these is going to need an adapter to adapt it to DVI. Now you can get these things, couple of quid, local computer shop, just bung it on the end there, like that. Bung that into the DVI socket, like that. Plug your other VGA monitor in, screw them all up, job done. And then connect up your other monitor. Okay, now initially it'll come up and it'll say installing new driver software. Okay, so all the drivers are installed now, but there's still nothing on that display, okay? So sorry guys, no screen capture software again. But what you want to do is right click on the screen on your desktop and then go to screen resolution. If you're running XP, then go to properties. Okay, now you can see there's two displays there, but one of them's greyed out, okay? So in XP, all you'd want to do is click on that screen and then there will be a little box down here that says extend my desktop to this display, okay? But in Windows 7, all you have to do is where it says multiple displays here, just click on that and click extend these displays, and when you click that, click apply, and then the other monitor should just jump into life, and you should then have, there you go, 2 monitors. So you want to, obviously it will give you the 15 seconds, so just click on the keep changes, and then from that point onwards you've now got dual displays, and it will just treat this extra monitor as just extra desktop space. You can span it vertically and all that kind of stuff if you go into the ATI software, the Catalyst software. You can set all that up in there. But for now, if you just want extra desktop space, just go and do it through Windows, it'll be just the same. So there you go, job done. Okay, so there you go, hope this video has been a help. Kind of in a rush now because I'm really running out of time. But there you go, if you've got any questions, again, if you want to know what card supports dual monitors, bung a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Any information will be in the description. Thank you for watching, nice one. Practice and enjoy.